Welcome back to the Humble Hut. My name is Five Potatoes, and let's dive into this video. I want to highlight two cards that I've been having a lot of fun playing. They're both destruction damage focus cards. The first one is Kilauea. This is a Fire Terra card. It costs 1 to play, and it says on mission declaration, each player deals 2 damage to a unit in this lane. So a fun play of this card is if I have no units in a particular lane and my opponent has units, I love playing this card to that lane. What that does is the wording says each player deals 2 damage to a unit. There's no may, so each player has to do this and they have to pick a unit. Well, if their opponent has no units, then you will be forced to pick one of your own units. So if I declare the mission, whoever played this card, right? So if you have no units in that lane and you declare the mission, that means that you are the priority player and can choose the order. So in that case, you would choose your opponent to deal 2 damage first. If that unit has 4 influence or less, I'm doing 2 more damage to that unit for a total of 4 damage, which is kind of crazy. The potential of doing 4 damage for pretty much free every turn can really help control those uncontested lanes. So kind of a fun card, kind of a unique aspect that I think a lot of players overlook for that one. That nuance of may versus having to do the ability. The next one I want to highlight is an air card, and that is Insatiable Razorwings. This costs 4 influence to play, 4 aura to play, has 1 influence. It's a equipment, has the unique factor to it, so you can only play one of these on your side of the lane. And the ability says, on mission declaration, shatter a unit in this lane. So there's a unique aspect for this card as well. Very powerful, right? So every mission declaration, you get to choose which unit to shatter. Eventually, you will end up with shattering all of their creatures and starting to shatter your own creatures. At a certain point, what I like to do is I will shatter my creature. What that does is because this card is a equipment have no ability. They do nothing. They don't contribute influence. Their abilities do not work unless there's a creature in that lane. So if I destroy my creature with this, next turn when that mission is declared, I would not be forced to shatter a unit and subsequently shatter this equipment. So this could stay out the entire game. In order for me to have that ability work again, I would need to re-put up a creature. But it can be very powerful in certain aspects, right? So I can clear out my opponent's lane, then I'll be forced to destroy my own creatures. If my opponent plays a creature, I then can play a low-cost influence creature in that lane, start shattering, and start that whole cycle over. So both of these cards can be great to try to control a single lane. So I hope you enjoyed that spotlight of 2 cards focused on damage and shattering. I'll see you next video.